Alrighty, guys. Welcome back. Week two.
Episode 2,
Uh,
March 8th.
Welcome to the Bad and Awful Family Podcast.
Yeah, happy Sunday, everyone. Good to have you all back in here. As you can see, cheers.
Cheers.
As you can
We're
see,
back.
switching the orientation of our setup here a little bit.
Trying to figure out what's best.
Yeah,
It's gonna it's gonna constantly be changing until we find what we both like and what's comfortable. And
yep,
as we're getting feedback from people who have watched, they say like it's better if we're facing more of each other. Oop,
yep,
there
yep.
we go.
Trying to dial in the mics and stuff. I got to do better talking into the mics. You'll notice this one is powered by StreamYard, so we're giving a outside streaming service a try.
Yeah. Hopefully soon we'll have a better camera quality within
Hopefully
the next
improves.
couple of episodes. That's going to be on our bucket list. But
Yep,
this is what you get. So whether you
yeah,
like it or not, it is the Bad and Awful podcast. So it kind of
yep,
makes sense. We're kind of making it work. Could be
100%.
bad, could be awful, could be great, could be awesome.
And once again, I am bad, aka Brad.
I'm awful, Austin,
Austin,
awful
Austin,
Austin.
awful. Yep. But no, really looking forward to this new software and getting used to that as well. Before we get into any like talking points or anything like that, but again, we're looking forward to having some guests on the podcast. This should allow us to do that. Again, we just need to experiment a little bit. Hopefully, we can share some content with you if we get onto any good topics that would be helpful for you to see, like a screen share or something. Hopefully, we're able to do that.
Yep.
So yeah, also not only is this just like kind of an entertainment podcast where we cover different topics and you can listen in, but also really just want to share our journey of what we're going through to create a podcast. And, if it can help anybody else out there as well, and you get to, tune in and
Yeah,
hear
we'll,
some
we'll try to
cool
help you out, but not sure because we're still learning ourselves. But if you're a couple steps behind us, we can definitely help with those first couple steps.
100%.
Um, but also, you can't see it, but we got a TV set up. So we tried to do a live stream of the Everton game, not to show you guys, but us being live while we watch, so we can commentate on it, kind of see our reactions
Oh, yeah.
watching Everton, and that was just um,
Yeah,
not
we, cr-
working.
we crashed and burned for sure,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
So
because
then
it,
we missed the entire first half trying to get it set up. It was a little shaky, glitchy. So we were just like, you know what? Let's just go watch the rest of the game downstairs on the TV instead of trying to do this. But
but yeah, definitely looking forward to having some of those kind of live interaction podcasts when there's a game going on. We can have some commentary. If you like us enough, you can tune on our live stream and watch the game with us and
yeah,
follow along,
see
or
if you like our commentary. If not, then
yeah, or
mute
just
us.
yeah, get it after on recording, and hopefully again we'll get some laughs or I don't know, some little tidbits from those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't
So
know. Do you want to?
first thing
We
of
should talk
order,
about that game.
we
Honestly, I
will.
think.
But before we get in
Oh
that,
yeah.
we wanted to do a we're trying something else out where we do like a specialty beer, kind of like we're just sampling, so we can kind of test them out. So I'm
Oh,
drinking. I brought Back East Brewing Company. It's called Lil Scoop. It's a Citra India Pale Ale, 5.4 ABV. It's 1 pint. It's the brother of what was it? Or sister of the Ice Cream
oh,
Man
the ice
or
cream man. Yeah,
Ice Cream Man. That one was good.
that was a
That was
good
a
one.
double IPA though, right?
That was a double IPA, and it was a little intense.
So this one's good. It's smooth. Tastes like a good IPA. Um, I'm enjoying it so far. So then I'm having this one because this is the one I brought. Brad brought. What did you bring?
Sorry about that. As you can see, we have the Red Bull fridge set up behind us as well, so we'll never run out of drinks now. The
That thing came all
trusty
the
Red
way
Bull
from
fridge.
California.
Oh yeah, I'll never forget. My girlfriend at the time went away on a flight, and within about 45 minutes of her being gone, I went and bought that on Facebook Marketplace and kept it a secret until she got back because she
Yeah, but
would
then
not
when
have liked that in the apartment.
when she got back, she ended up loving it. When I remember I visited you
It's a
guys, and
great buy.
I remember visiting, and you guys always had beer there. Kind of cleaned out your fridge a little bit,
Oh
so
yeah,
that like saved room in that way.
beer
And it
and
was like right there near the TV. So if you're watching
yep,
a game, it's just a couple
yep.
steps away.
Beer and seltzers. I'm a seltzer fiend, non-alcoholic seltzers, although I
Yeah,
like me a good alcoholic seltzer once in a
Polar,
while. But oh yeah, Polar. Yep. I like
Polar
the store brands though, honestly.
store brand. I mean, also, I mean, there was the what is it, Aha's? Those are pretty good too. I don't know if you've had those, the AHA brand. And then there's what,
No.
Bubbly?
Bubbly's okay.
I think
I
it's
don't know.
AHA.
It's almost like
AHA.
LaCroix. LaCroix is overrated and overpriced.
Some of them are pretty good
Some of
though.
them are really
Some
good,
of them.
but I don't know.
What's your favorite flavor for seltzer?
Oh, honestly, well, I've been getting Costco brand seltzers where they come with lime, lemon, and grapefruit. I think lemon is superior.
Yeah,
I don't know. You can't go wrong with a lime though either. But I don't know. The
when you mix them
citrus.
all together. I'm a
I
big
know.
grapefruit guy.
But
Love grapefruit.
sorry to cut you off, but no, going back to our to our first
Oh,
point
sure,
there.
whatever.
I know, sorry. But no, I think this is kind of like a fun thing. Obviously, if you couldn't tell, we do like to consume a few adult beverages from time to time. So I think every week we are going to try to bring a surprise pack, and then kind of give you a little review. Just go over it. We'll probably share and share thoughts on each other's selections. Cheating a little bit today because I have two. Because I actually started drinking
You had those last week,
Headway Counterweight. I did have this last week, but
so
freaking fantastic.
leftover.
Brewery out of Cheshire, Connecticut. I have not actually been yet, but honestly, this is up there. Like I love Treehouse Brewery. There was Green Cheek Brewery in Southern California that was all time favorite. I think. I mean, unbelievable. But this is right up there, and you can get it everywhere now, which is freaking awesome.
Yeah, every
Yeah,
bar has it on tap now.
not overpowering. It's a pint can, just like his. 6.8 ABV. Really tasty though. Really refreshing. Not like overwhelming. Sometimes like you get a double IPA, it can be freaking crazy. I don't know. This one's awesome. Um, but no, my actual selection though, because that was the last one I had from last week. Um, I stopped at the Grog Shop in Middletown and got New England Brewing Company. Yeah, New England Brewing Company. I can't speak. Oh my gosh.
It's
Oh,
all
I
good.
can't speak.
We're new.
This
First day
one's
for the
called
now.
Super Not India Pale Ale. Have actually yet to try it, so I'll crack one of these shortly, and I will chime in with my
Well,
thoughts and
that's the
feelings. But
brewing company that just took over
yeah,
Stony.
Stony Creek. That's
No,
yeah, yep.
no. Was it Stony
It is
Creek?
Stony Creek. Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's
the other one was
actually
Thimble Island. That's right. And Brantford. If you guys have not been, if you live in Connecticut, that's like a great spot to like during like summer months and stuff like that, spring, summer, fall months. Great outdoor scene right on the river to Long Island Sound in Brantford.
yeah, it's a beautiful spot.
They've got
Yeah,
cornhole. They've got bocce courts.
we saw Citizen Cope play there a few years back, but that was unbelievable. I mean, they just to see him like so close, and also just see him at like a brewery like that where you're at all the time. It was really really cool. If you don't know Citizen Cope, awesome music. Check them out. But yeah, no, that's part of the reason why I picked this one, honestly, because I wanted to talk about the local breweries around here. And
Yeah,
unfortunately, I will miss Stony Creek, but New England Brewery does a really good job. But yeah, this one's 5.8%. I'm looking forward to trying it. It's got a cool little spaceman with his you can't see it from here, but his helmet's filled with beer. It's kind of fun. So I will
nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Once I
let me
finish
know if
this
you
one,
want one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Once I finish this one, I'll try that, and then vice versa if you want one of the little scoops or whatever it's called. I don't remember.
Absolutely. We're gonna get crazy on here today.
Um, but no, okay. So once we covered that, we're gonna try and do that. So that's gonna be like a little bit. We'll probably start off with something like that, and then we can now dive into the Everton Burnley match. If you guys got to see it, great. If not, I'm sure you guys can look up highlights. But um, that was a
Everton's
great
hot,
win.
baby.
Great win. 2-0.
hmm And
Um,
again, that's one of those matches where, I mean, you know, EPL is so unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, geez, what Liverpool just dropped a game to Wolves,
yep.
which is
And
unbelievable. That
and
helps
that's
us
one of the
big
things.
time.
So like Wolves is on the verge of relegation, and same
hmm
with Burnley. So like these teams can be good. I mean, they got into the EPL for a reason. They got promoted. They
hmm
have the talent to take down the number one, number two, number three.
Yep.
But you never know. And like you said with
No, but
Liverpool,
again, this is one of those games for Everton that, of course, you know, Burnley, you expect to win that game, but again, you get stunned, so you can never never get complacent
right?
in the EPL. So honestly, I mean, they just played flawlessly, dominated the entire time.
Yep.
Um,
I think it was really cool to see Dwight McNeil after all the things that he just went through. He was supposed to get traded to Newcastle or
was it Leeds?
Leeds, something like that.
We'll have to
It
confirm
yeah,
that.
confirmed. But he was supposed to or Crystal Palace.
It was Palace. You're right.
Crystal
Yep.
Palace. He was supposed to get everything was set in stone. Supposed to go to Crystal Palace, and Crystal Palace missed the deadline by
Yeah.
some
It was
miscommunication
like
or
they
something
didn't
with
submit the
Everton,
paperwork.
and yeah, something about like the pay, like the contract was not right or what was agreed upon. So then they like didn't sign it in time. So then he was ready to go, and I felt bad for him because I liked him on our team, but I was excited to see him go because we don't really have the space for him. But he played against Burnley and he played really well.
He
I don't think he got player of the match, but he had a hockey assist
yeah.
where he passed it to Drewsbury or
Mhm.
Iliman Jai, and then Jai
Or I
passed
think
it
I
to
think I think it was Dewsbury Hall, actually.
no, it went to Njai first, where he slid and passed it to Njai. Njai
Oh,
gave it to
okay.
Drewsbury Hall. Drewsbury Hall just did a little
That's
skipper
right.
over the
That's
keeper's
right.
legs.
That pass from Njai was absolutely filthy, though.
Yes.
That just weighted pass straight to
Yeah.
the goal. Oh my gosh, unbelievable! I know. And then not only
That
that, but
was the
then
second goal.
the footwork from Njai on the sideline. I mean, he did a behind the pass, or like he did like a no look, like
Yeah.
oh my gosh, a no look pass. It was unbelievable, though. But
And like we said last week when we were talking about the players, Brad thinks that that's one of those players that Everton is going to groom, and he might be on his way out. I hope not, because Njai is one of my favorites.
yeah, well, I hope they keep them together again with Idrissa Gana Gueye. Keep that African chemistry going on the team. I mean, those two guys, unbelievable.
Yeah. That was the second goal with Shrewsbury Hall, but the first goal, it was a set piece from Garner, played it far post, and Tarkovsky was there, put a head on it, went opposite post kind of thing, and it was great, great to see Tarkovsky up there getting big,
hmm
using his aerial dominance. Um,
I know. I just really love this team. It's funny. Like we'll talk about every time I'm watching the game. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get a jersey for that guy. I need to get a jersey for that guy.
yeah,
I would love to have every player's jersey on that team, but I mean, especially Tarkowski. I feel like you are destined for a Tarkowski jersey, just being center back yourself, and
yeah,
he's just an animal.
no, yeah, he's definitely one of my favorites. I don't think he's going anywhere. He's getting on the older side too, where I think he's gonna be an Everton forever kind of thing now. Knock on wood. We need our defense because that's one of our weakest spots. Defense is
Yep, very
but
good
we're
to have
rebuilding it.
Brantwaite back too.
Yeah,
Talking about Everton
He almost
defense,
scored twice
yep,
in 2 games or once in back-to-back games.
he
He scored
injects a
against
really good extra layer on that team for sure.
yeah. So Everton's off for about another week.
Yeah,
They play
no, they're back.
next Saturday, I
I
think,
think that's
against
three.
Arsenal, which is going
Yeah,
to be
I think it's 3:14 Pi Day, so that's when they're back. But
that's going to be a scary game. I mean, we're running hot right now. We're on a 2-game winning streak, which is huge. We're fighting for Europa.
yeah,
We're fighting for that spot.
no,
We're right
well,
there with Chelsea. We got Chelsea, Liverpool,
yep.
and I think there's
Oh
there's
well,
there's one or two
yeah,
others that are
and
there ahead of
Arsenal's
us.
Arsenal's the next game though. That's going to be brutal.
Yeah,
But again, that's the thing. It's like, it's one step at a time, and Everton is you just keep winning games. It's funny. I think I read something recently where it's like they were saying like Everton is just allergic to moving up on the table. And it's kind
yeah.
of true. It is rough though. It's like when you're winning consistently, but then as soon as you have an opportunity to leapfrog somebody, you get thrown like a game against Arsenal. That's going to really challenge them. But you know what? I just one step at a time. Just keep adding those points, adding those stats.
Well, I mean, honestly, if Everton can take down Arsenal, we're just doing a lot of other teams a
Yeah.
favor.
hmm
Man United's right there; they're in third place, and you got
Mhm,
what Man City is in second,
mhm.
right there, chasing Arsenal.
Yep,
Like if we take down Arsenal, we're just helping out those teams, which
that's didn't
good for them.
did
But
Man U just drop a game too?
yeah, that
That
one
was a
was
bad one,
bad. It
right?
was a
Also, right after getting the news that, Harry Kane is facing a, what, 18th month, 15-month,
15
18-month
month. I saw that,
suspension?
but he's fighting it. It happened in 2020 or 2023 or something like that. It happened 3 years ago, so it's not like it's a new thing that just happened. He
Mhm.
just find like the court kind of just happened.
Yeah.
So he's gonna protest because I didn't even read it, but I reached out to our buddy Duke,
Oh,
my
Duke,
best friend
yep.
Duke, who's a diehard
Did he
Man
give
U
you any
fan.
insight into that, or
He
what's his thought?
did. It was something about how like he was just outnumbered and being like abused by cops or a bunch of
Oh,
people or something, and he just retaliated.
got
Not
it,
against the cops. I think he was outnumbered by a bunch of different people,
got it.
like beating him up or something.
Oof.
And I'm not. Don't
Well,
quote me on
I mean,
this,
he's
but
such a polarizing figure too. I
it was
mean,
something like that, and he ended up. It was like domestic abuse or domestic violence because he's a huge guy. He probably can
yeah,
take on like four
I
or
know.
five chumps, you know.
Yeah,
So he
no,
probably
that's
beat the crap out of him and
and
just
that's the
defending
thing with
himself.
McGuire. I mean, you either love him or you hate him. But
Yeah, I'm mixed emotions with him. I think he's a good player, but he's goofy and like awkward,
yeah,
but he's dominant in the back.
he
So
does well. He does
but
well.
there's a lot of times where he messes up a lot though too, which is kind of frustrating to watch.
It's definitely how people try to frame him too. I mean, I've seen like so many videos where they literally just push like the not top 10 highlight reels of Harry Kane and they don't show you any of like the amazing things that he does. He's always there. He's got good I think he's got good instincts offensively honestly for a defender. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But to go back to, I mean, not to go back to Man U or anything like that, but yeah, they fell to Newcastle. Um,
Mhm.
they were tied 1-1. Newcastle got a red card or pretty early on in the game. It wasn't like it was. I think it might have been first half, and Man U could not get it done. And then the goal was unbelievable by Osula on Newcastle.
Yep.
Man United had the ball in Newcastle's offensive territory. Osula's sprinting, wins the tackle, passes it back to the defender, and he just starts looping around on the sideline, making a great run. The defender plays a through ball that looks like it's about to go on out of bounds. Osula runs onto it, saves it from going out of bounds, stumbles a little bit, keeps going with speed. There's two Man United defenders, and he literally just cuts back and then he takes like a touch in the like right at the corner of the 18 and just takes a left-footed bender side netting to go up 2-1 and that's how it ended. But it was probably goal of the season, I think, for the EPL. It really was an amazing goal. It was just poetic, and
Jeez.
that's what I love about soccer.
I regret to say I don't think I've actually seen it yet. I don't know what I've been doing, but no, just keep it.
It's pretty remarkable.
I like to it's fun for me that like obviously I think maybe no, well obviously speaking for both of us, I think we clearly both follow Everton closer than any other team.
Yep.
Um catch all the games, but I like that when you follow Everton so close and you see how opponents bounce back from games right after they play Everton and see how they go because we just played Newcastle
One
and
three
then
two.
1-3-2. It was an intense game, and then we talked about that last week, so I don't want to beat a dead horse or anything, but it was like super close. Like they came back to tie it up, and then they Everton came back and immediately scored within a minute.
Yeah,
And
that's how it
just
was.
to
Ping ping
see,
ping ping.
like, I can only imagine they must have been revved up and riled up to just get back after it, and they definitely did against Man U. So that's cool. Works
Yeah,
for us. I love it all around.
I loved it because we beat Newcastle when we just got rid of Anthony Gordon the past couple of years. So it was good to get revenge on him, make him miss what he had here. And I know he's chasing the money. He's a very talented player, but love to see ex Everton's lose to Everton. You know,
Yeah,
it's just a satisfying thing.
yeah. It's that grudge match mentality.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was
But we definitely have to go catch a match at Hill Dickinson Stadium. So
oh yeah,
we've been to Goodison. I think we said last
we're
week,
due. We will get
but we
there.
got to go back and see that stadium because I've heard that it's one of the most. It's very loud. It's great environment, especially with Everton turning things around. Not on the side of relegation. We're now in the top 10 of the
Yep,
top
absolutely.
tier of the table. So
Well, I'm game. I'm definitely down to get some traveling going. I know even Trevor is trying to go to Japan next year.
Japan,
I know
what's in Japan?
everything. Japan is amazing.
They don't have Everton.
They don't have Everton, but
Have you been to
I've
Japan?
I've never been.
So how do you know they have
I've
everything?
I've heard nothing but amazing things about Japan.
You've heard.
So that might be my agenda next year as far as crazy travels, but maybe not like next season, but the following season, I'm definitely down to hit Europe again and
What
catch
the
a game
hell?
at Hill Dickinson. I
All
know.
right.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
I'll go 2 years in a row then.
I'll go 2 years if I can swing it. I just don't know where my life is going to be at that point. But
Right.
hey,
Um.
I would love nothing more than be able to take a trip to Japan and Europe in the same year. But
So speaking of soccer, we got the World Cup coming up.
yes, we do.
I think it's so crazy that it's so hard for us to get tickets.
Well,
When it's hosted here, I think like I mean, it's a little outrageous. Like you were able to go to Russia and get tickets, but I know you
no,
won the
so
lottery.
no,
Or
I didn't. So from my perspective, and again, I feel like you've been a little more hands off with the whole ticket buying process and stuff.
absolutely,
So
because I can just sit on my couch and watch the game perfectly fine
that's true. So
and not have to
I'm
worry about travel.
You want to go to a game, though.
I mean,
You have to get to a game when it's in your home country at least. And honestly, I feel like you should go to at least one World Cup game in another country too, because it's unbelievable. But no, it has been really frustrating to get tickets for this year's World Cup. I mean, they have multiple rounds of lottery phases where you can sign up and hopefully get selected to get tickets. And it's funny, like a friend of ours got selected and they ended up being able to get tickets to, like 4 games. But I go through 3 rounds, can't
nothing.
get anything.
And
Um,
it's frustrating because where were all these soccer fans 3 years ago?
well, that's just the World Cup, though. I mean,
I
unfortunately,
understand,
like,
but
soccer fans come out of the woodwork when the World Cup comes, and I don't blame them, honestly. There's nothing like the World Cup. Just cities change. It's like it's everywhere. And I love it. It's
I
good for
agree.
the sport, and honestly, it's like frustrating when it's almost like when you're like going to the gym right after New Year's and all the New Year's resolution people are coming out, and then it's really busy at the gym. But
Yeah.
it's good. It's good overall. I want people to be in that mindset and enjoying things
Well,
and
and it's
yeah.
one of those things. I know that USA is starting to move towards like building up the whole soccer aspect and idea
Mhm.
in the country because 10 years ago, no one cared about the MLS.
Yeah.
Nobody cared. But look, we got Messi. We've got so many people coming in, and it's starting. People are starting to care because
Yeah,
it's getting bigger,
100%. And
and it's cool because I do coach for youth or younger program, high school and stuff like that. And um,
development programs, yeah.
yeah, and it's really cool to see how many kids are still wanting to play the sport because I thought it was dying a little
It's
bit.
no, it's getting huge. And honestly, so another point I wanted to touch upon too is like you probably will honestly know more about this than I will, but the MLS is looking to develop a system where there is different levels similar to the EPL where you have promotions and relegations based on performance.
So, so I do know a little bit
Yeah,
about this.
because I think that's going to change the game in the
The
United States.
MLS is not on board yet, but it's the USL one, USL two, and then there's another one underneath the USL two that are all going to be in promotional stage. So you could be in like this, like Connecticut has 3 teams. They have Rush MLS Next. We have Connecticut soccer team or something like that out of Bridgeport or New Britain.
Hmm.
And then I think we also have a Hartford Athletic. So we have 3 teams.
Yep.
If the MLS does get on board, so like we could have 3 teams in USL one,
Hmm.
if they all keep getting promoted and stuff like that.
Yep.
Where then, if MLS does get on board, we could have 3 MLS teams just out of Connecticut, which is I think is crazy. I just think it's crazy if that's the case because, I mean, who do you become a fan of? Like 3 MLS teams. Like you gotta like Hartford obviously is gonna like they're gonna be
Well,
the OGs.
that does pose a problem. Like, for example, if you start having that sort of promotion relegation system, if you have 3 teams that potentially could get promoted to the MLS in Connecticut alone, imagine if 3 of the Connecticut teams were good enough where they're all in the MLS. Like, that's not good for business.
Hey, I mean that's
Not
like,
that that would happen,
but
but
that's also
anything is
that's
possible.
also like looking at like New Haven, the best pizza place in the world. Good.
Sorry. Yeah, I guess change the subject. We got to hold this thought. Sorry, I just poured the super not IPA. It's good. It's good, but I did just finish a
One of his favorites, the Headway.
the Headway Counterweight IPA, and give me a minute. Let me sit on this for a second. But the first sip,
He doesn't know what he likes.
we'll see.
um, I don't know. It's like if you think no, that's not a good comparison. I was gonna say like New Haven pizza. I guess you could say New Haven pizza. Like supposedly New Haven pizza in Connecticut is the pizza capital of the world, which
It
I
is.
would agree.
It
I
is.
think it is the best. And Dave Portnoy has made a fact to say that it is the best rated anywhere, kind of thing.
Again, a pizza is also art.
Yes,
Sorry, art is very subjective. So if you like a deep dish casserole type
there's nothing
pizza,
wrong with that.
there's nothing wrong with that, and you might not like New Haven. But honestly, and I don't know, maybe it is part nostalgia. Maybe it's just like growing up here, and I
Right?
just am used to that style. But honestly, I mean, I've been around a lot. I mean, New York pizza is great, but it's not New Haven pizza,
Yeah.
and I don't know. So again, not for everybody, maybe,
Well,
but
and I've also heard that a lot of it is the dough, and part of the dough is the water, and we've got a
yep.
lot of minerals in our water here in
Hmm.
Connecticut. There's just something a little different, and I think that has a huge part of it because I heard that someone moved down to Florida from New Haven and opened up a pizza place, and they had water shipped from Connecticut down to
Yep.
Florida to create like a New Haven style pizza because it
There's
was
just
just that good.
something
It
in
was
the
just
water in Connecticut.
yeah,
Uh,
something.
Definitely something in the water.
Um, but it's one of those things like New Haven style pizza. You've got Bar, you've got Modern, you got Pepe's, you got Sally's. Like
Hmm.
you have all those in just one city, and
Yep.
I could imagine that that would cause an issue, but it doesn't.
And that's not
Every
even
single and
that's just New Haven. There's
right,
you go into East Haven, it's like
yeah,
there's some
there's
amazing places
a
there.
bunch of them.
Yep, some
And but
parties,
it doesn't cause an issue when it comes to the pizza. So I would think that
Tully's.
like soccer, 3 teams in one state going into the MLS, the professional
Oh,
league.
you're bringing this back to soccer. I like this. I like
They
this.
see where I'm going. Do you see where I'm going or no? Not yet.
Do you understand?
Let me explain.
Please,
So if
Bova.
you could have like 6 pizza places in New Haven and it's not an issue, why can't you have 3 soccer teams in the highest competitive level
Well, so that's
and
actually
not
a
be an issue?
and that's the thing. So great point. So again, I guess that's why it's funny is also coming from Connecticut, if you are familiar with Connecticut, we don't have professional sports teams.
Except
You're
the
either
closest thing we get have is um, Hartford
you
Athletic.
UConn basketball.
Hartford Hartford Athletic. I was going to get there. Hartford Athletic. We've got like the Islanders B team, like kind of thing,
Yep.
and then UConn basketball.
UConn is the professional sport
We
of the
do
state.
have the Connecticut Sun,
We do. And
and
honestly,
that's
I
growing.
it is
The
growing. I know. That's like
WNBA
and
is
our
getting
buddy
huge.
Segi too freaking loves the WNBA. They have season tickets. I think that would be really fun to get into. I don't
But
know.
it's getting so big.
Yeah.
And then I just saw something about Angel Reese saying, "I'm not playing next year. I will not come back if women's basketball WNBA do not get NBA salaries." And I respect her opinion and thought process, but I also have to kind of disagree because
Yeah. Well,
it's not there yet.
that's a
It's
whole
not there
can of
yet.
worms. I agree.
It can be
It's
there.
not. I'm not saying that's not entertaining. I'm not saying that these women are not incredible, but you need the audiences to match the
Right.
audiences of
Well, and
men's
but
basketball,
that
and
and
unfortunately, they just don't right now. So that's the difference
I
there.
also I agree with you where you've got like players like LeBron James, Jalen Brunson, Kevin Durant, all these huge names that are like really making it big, and they've got endorsements and not and but women have endorsements too, but it was never really like a focal point. Like just recently, we just watched Angel Reese and Paige Beckers from UConn. Angel Reese was on LSU, and we're watching these two just battle it out in college, and then they both get drafted different teams, and then it was such a battle in college that when they play in the WNBA, it's a very high viewed
Hmm.
game because it's that battle because they're the best. And Paige
Yeah.
Beckers, Angel Reese, like all these people are making a big stink about the WNBA where people are wanting to officially watch it because there is going to be drama. Like there are
Yeah.
going to be fights because it is competitive
No, and
and
that's the
they're
right
going in the
path.
right step. They're
100%.
taking the right step because people don't want to just watch a game and just like
Yeah.
be all
No, but
friendly.
you
Like
know,
we
that's
want to see drama. We want to see like
it's the
grudges
evolution of the
against
game.
people.
It's evolution of the league, and it's capitalism. You just need to the money needs to talk for itself, and I
Yeah,
think that's
but I
what it
don't
is. But
and I think if Angel Reese leaves or doesn't come back because she doesn't get the money that she wants, I think that's going in the wrong direction. I think that's kind of taking away from the WNBA and the play style and the grudges. I feel like she kind of needs to see or know that like they're going in the right direction and it's not going to happen overnight.
Well,
Like,
also, like, yeah, that doesn't help though. Like, if you just stop playing, then like, what? How is that going to help more people watching the sport to generate more income for you, for those players to make more money? But um, I don't know. But going back to like one of our previous point, we kind of got off on a little tangent though, because we were talking
that's
about
what we're here for.
I know. So
Start talking about
we
everything
went
and
from
anything.
pizza to soccer, but I want to get back to again, like my original kind of question is like, oh my, okay. So again, Connecticut doesn't have a professional sports team. Like, well, again, aside from the WNBA, and that's why we got into that, which is great because we do have a professional sports team, which is awesome.
But we
But
also had the Whalers, but
that's again, that's women's basketball. If we're talking about football, baseball, NBA, even soccer, we don't actually have a professional team. But if the MLS were to implement a strategy where there were promotions and relegations, and let's just say, as crazy as it sounds, let's say all three of the Connecticut semi-pro teams end up getting to the top tier and make it to the MLS like one league, like how crazy that would be. And I think it's funny because when you talk about like again, like and this is actually a perfect segue as far as like just money in sports and again like frustration with women's players not making enough money. The fact of the matter is sports in the United States is a massive, massive industry. And my thing is if you have three teams that were to make it in this tiny little state of Connecticut that's like sparsely populated, that's not necessarily good for the sports business. But the thing is though, if you look at the EPL, we're talking the country of England is smaller than a bunch of states in the United States and they
right.
make it work. So they're able to do that. So like if you think of three top tier teams in Connecticut, and it sounds
Well,
crazy.
but that's why
That's how that happens in England. There are top teams everywhere, and you're like, but it still works. It draws
well,
the
and like
crowds.
we said about in last week's podcast, Everton versus Liverpool, two teams in Liverpool,
Hmm.
which is a city, and it's a stone's throw away. It was it was just through a park, and I mean the distance between the
Yeah,
stadiums in Connecticut,
a few hundred yards.
it would be like an hour drive,
I kind of want to look up
fo-
the exact distance of.
45-minute drive.
Yeah, yeah.
So like it's not like Liverpool Everton.
Hmm.
It's not like Manchester United Man City.
Yep.
Who else is in because that's not London. London's what? Chelsea, West Ham,
Arsenal.
Arsenal. Like we're
There's
talking about
more.
one big city
Dropping
that
the
has
ball here.
like but there's probably 4 that are in the USL or not the USL, but in League 1, League 2, or the
No, you're
Champions
absolutely right, and for a single
Championship.
sport though too, and for all of these teams to be supported, the way they are, and to again, not to take it back to like money and like monetary returns, but these teams are doing really, really well, and they're all in the same city. They're all in the same league. Not even like New York City has more than two teams for any one sport. It's so just I don't.
Yeah.
However, it works over there. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, well, but also you have to realize that in England, they really have one sport that they care about. Like obviously there's cricket. I've never really gotten into cricket. I don't know what it looks like, how many teams are over there, like
Yeah.
stuff like that. It probably could just be exactly like the EPL where they have multiple leagues for cricket, but they
Mhm.
don't have football. They don't have baseball. Like they don't have hockey. I mean, I'm sure they do, but it's not a professional sport or as
You're right.
big. We're like
Their
over here,
whole
we've
thing
got
is soccer,
right. We and cricket. I think that's the next biggest thing.
rugby.
Rugby, yes,
Yep.
but I think soccer's the biggest. So that's like over here, that's football.
Yeah.
And how many cities, how many states have more than 1, 2 teams? Like more than 2 teams, like
Yeah.
California, what? They've got 3 teams right now,
Yeah.
give or take, because
California is massive, though.
that is true.
It
But
is
then Texas
huge
has 2,
for
football,
football.
Dallas
Yeah.
and the Texans.
Yep. That's right.
New York, technically it's not New York, it's New Jersey, but they have 2 teams. They got the Giants and the Jets.
Yep.
Florida, 3 teams,
Florida's got three
Jacksonville,
teams.
Miami, and, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yep. Well,
Is there a
again,
fourth?
I mean,
I
no,
don't think
I
so.
think
I
that's
think
it.
that's it.
But again, when you get into the South, though, they love their football,
Yeah, they do.
so it
I
makes
mean,
sense.
yeah.
Plus, Florida is a massive state. It doesn't really if you compare it like on the map, it doesn't look like that big, but it is a huge state, so it like
No.
makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, what? The three biggest states is California, Texas, and Florida, right? I would imagine those would be the three biggest.
Well, the biggest, and
Land,
then
like,
land and population, because obviously Alaska's freaking huge, but there's
yeah, but
nobody up
no one
there.
wants to go up there.
You know?
It was actually kind of cool. I went to the package store the other day, and
Nice.
this guy was walking out. He was talking to the owner, just kind of bullshitting here and there. And I get up, he leaves. He's like, "You know who that is?" I'm like, "No, don't know him." He's like, "Oh, he's local here, but he doesn't stay here long. He lives half the year in Alaska, um, doing tugboat stuff in Alaska." I'm like,
Yeah.
"That's kind of cool."
No, it's huge.
Like, I think that would be kind of cool, but
When I was in high school, I there was a legit 2-month period where like I was watching what was it was like the Deadliest Catch on
those
Discovery
the
Channel
fishing
where
guys and the
they
charters,
go crab fishing for they work for like okay, don't quote me on this because I don't remember, but I think it was like they go out for like 2 months a year, like during season.
but they make like
It's crazy.
400,000,
They
probably more
make
than that.
a ridiculous amount of money. So they make all their money in 2 months, but they are barely
Well,
sleeping.
well,
They
also it's a very
are
scary job
yeah,
where
the
like
waves are like 30 feet tall every day. You're like
you don't know if
putting
you're
your
going to be
life
alive the
yeah,
next
you're
day.
putting your life on the line. But I was like, damn, like I could work 2 months out of the year and then just be off and just like get by on this crab fishing salary. I don't know. I mean,
Well, I also a similar job is working on an oil rig in the middle of the ocean,
oh
where
yeah.
they like I've seen a setup. I saw like a video where someone like walked through and like toured the whole like majority of like the oil rig. They've got like a full like house bedroom kind of thing
Those things are
system.
huge.
They have they have a full size gym, a food court, like for all like the employees that work there. Like it looked like a hotel. Like
Yeah, no, it's
it was
unbelievable.
huge,
You
and
got
I
to be
was just like,
careful though,
what?
because if Mark Wahlberg's not around and it catches on fire, you might I don't know.
Well, everyone's got to have a Mark Wahlberg
We just need
around.
Mark Wahlberg everywhere.
So who's the closest to cloning? What country's the closest closest to cloning?
Mm, that's a good question.
We don't know.
I bet there's a few that are very
Already
close
doing
that
it.
are already doing it, and they just won't tell us.
Well, someone cloned their dog. Who? Someone. Oh no,
Oh well, no.
my
Okay,
old
so
boss, and I won't say who, and I won't say the company or anything, but he had a golden retriever and had his dog cloned.
oh yeah, no. I mean the
The,
capability is here. So the capability
and
is
it's
out
crazy.
there.
I met the clone. I
If
didn't meet the original, but I met the clone, and it
that's
was
weird.
a legitimate
So
dog.
they dropped like 50 grand to get their dog kind of back.
Yeah, and it was a
Uh,
normal. It was a normal dog. It was like you would not be able to tell it was a clone at
See,
all. There's
I
no
I
difference.
get it, but also the problem with that is though is like it's not gonna be your dog. It's still a new
Whose dog is it going to be?
it's still a new thing. Yeah, okay, no. It's not like the dog that you clone. It's not like if your dog
It's not
passes
going to be the
away,
same dog, but it's going to be very similar. It's almost like it's going to be a puppy of the dog almost.
it's not the same though. It's like twins though. So if you have two twins, one twin is not the other twin. Like they're gonna be similar and there's gonna be like
Yeah,
obviously they're gonna look the same and there's gonna be little
like
like mannerisms and stuff, but
like our
like
dad and Uncle Bill.
if you get to know each of them, they're not the same. And that's the thing. Like you might drop 50 grand on to clone your dog, and all of a sudden you're like, this new dog sucks. Like he
Well,
looks
yeah,
identical to my dog, but this is not my dog. And I just dropped 50 grand. I don't
yeah,
know. But no, I mean the animal cloning technology is already out there. Like if you have enough money, you can do that.
yeah.
My thing though is the human cloning technology. That's probably definitely out there. It's just like taboo, and different countries or organizations that have that capability are just not going to let you know that they are doing that or can do that. And also, that's a weird, slippery,
Could you
slippery slope.
imagine like just someone taking like you go to McDonald's one day, you throw out your cup in the trash, someone picks it up and has the money and just clones you.
With your DNA.
Yeah,
Imagine that. Well,
and
did you see the movie Mickey 17?
no,
That was a good one. So this one is like basically his job is to go out on a spaceship, and he's called an expendable. And basically he has to go do all the really crappy, dangerous jobs, and he signed up for this. So basically, every day he has to re-upload all of his memories and his consciousness to a computer, and then if he dies doing a dangerous job, they will
Clone
take
'em.
his downloaded consciousness and all his memories. They will upload it to a new body that they basically clone, generate from his
Looks the
last body.
same, like, or is it
Yeah.
just like another body, but same brain and like
Same body, but the thing is too, because like when he first signs up, he has to give a DNA sample. So basically, every time they recreate his body, it's going to be back to the day that they took that DNA sample. So if he, let's say, he gets lucky and he works 10 years and does all these dangerous jobs, and then finally 10 years later, this guy dies doing something crazy. They're going to re-upload his body, but it's going to be the body that's 10 years younger, and he's going to come back there.
uh
But the
so he
movie,
has all the knowledge still,
he's got all the knowledge still,
but
but
younger
he's
body
way
so he can
younger.
do more.
Yep, like, it even comes up where, like, if he has, like,
That's weird.
if he has, like, a pimple on him or something, like, he comes back and there's, like, that same pimple will be, like, there when he comes back, but the cool thing, and again, not to give, like, too much away, I think it's worth a watch. I read the books too, they were pretty good, but, basically, um oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, no.
But anyway, so going off of what you were just saying, I think that would be a really cool thing that if we could master, where you get a younger body, but you keep the knowledge. So like you can keep living and just have like a refresh start with a younger body and it keeps growing and
That's
building.
Yep.
But then like it's almost like you never die because you know that you'll come back and you still have the same knowledge.
Yeah.
Like but I feel like if that were the case, so many people would just be doing so many crazy, stupid things, like skydiving out of a plane without a parachute because
Oh,
they
yeah.
know that they can come back.
But that's the thing though. So part of the movie again, I kind of got my train of thought back. Part of the whole like point of the movie is like that's the thing, and that's what I was getting into with like when you clone your dog, it's not your dog. Like basically, like one of the issues with the movie that they run into is that there comes a point where there's a mix up, and they reclone him before they thought he died, but he didn't actually die, and then he comes back, but they already cloned him again. So then he's back with himself, and he's literally like he has to work with himself, but like they like butt heads, and they're technically not supposed to like both be alive. There's only supposed to be one of them, so like they have
Right.
to do that. But that's like another thing. Like if you ran into a clone of yourself, you think you'd be friends with him?
I don't know.
I know,
That's a
right?
weird thing to
But
ask
that's the
because I've
other
never
thing.
really thought about it.
That was his thing though. So the whole point of the movie though is like he signed up for this thinking that okay, yeah, like if I just re-upload my consciousness and put it into a new body, technically I'm like immortal, like I'm never gonna die. But when you have another person that comes down and you're still alive,
Yeah.
that's technically a different person. That's not you. If you so it's like that
Well,
wouldn't even work.
that's kind of like uh I mean, not really like, but imagine running into your doppelganger. Because I really believe that there's someone else out here on this planet that looks
That's
exactly
what they say.
like me.
Well, they also say too, based statistically speaking, excuse me.
I mean, I'm the better looking one, but
Of course, obviously, but no, statistically speaking, we have over 8 billion people on this planet. Based on all of the different combinations of like facial features and like just like gene sequences that you can have that make you look the way you do. And I could be talking out of my ass here, but I think I've heard this before. Is like statistically, there's
there is someone.
at least one, if not more, that look almost exactly like you. There's going to be differences. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Somebody's nose might be a little smaller, or like I don't know.
Why are
You
you
might
saying I have
not
a
wear
big
your
nose?
no. You got the booby nose.
I got a big nose. I got a schnoz.
It's all right. It's good. It fits your
That's why.
face.
That's why I have the mustache.
You have a big head though, so it works.
Thanks.
But yeah, I don't know. No, it's interesting stuff though. But
So
no, doppelgamers.
one of the things I wanted to ask you that we kind of veered away from pretty far is to bring back to the World Cup.
Yeah.
One of the things that I
Oh, we're
wanted
coming way
one
back.
of the things I wanted to ask you is what is one of the stadiums out of the 3 countries that are hosting would be your bucket list
Uh,
stadium to go watch a game?
so I already know what yours is going to be, and honestly, I might have. I'm not going to steal your thunder because I probably feel the same way. I think this is one is going to be tough to choose because obviously most of these games that are being held in the United States are going to be held at football stadiums.
Right.
And the United States has some amazing football stadiums.
Like AT&T, like Dallas.
My first thought was Dallas.
That would be sweet.
To see a
Or
game,
Atlanta would be awesome.
Atlanta. I think that they're playing in Seattle too, right?
Seattle, yeah.
Because Seattle that, and again, you probably all know this, and not to bore you with facts or whatever, but we're on a podcast, so that's what we're here for. But no, Seattle is supposed to have the most incredible acoustics in that stadium. It's
Yeah,
supposed to get louder than any.
well, they didn't have Denver, but Denver was supposed to be huge,
Oh,
and
Denver's not it. Doesn't have a game. Denver was.
that would have been
You ever see? Did
crazy.
you ever see a football game in Denver?
No,
Oh, I
no.
went when I was there.
I saw a baseball game.
We were like way up on Denver, but like I don't know how they do it, but like they do the stomping thing, and like you're sitting up there and you just feel the whole thing shaking, and it's just so loud. It's a combination of people stomping and just the noise waves reverberating against everything, and it's just like it was
I'm
unbelievable.
wondering if they got rid of the Denver, Colorado stadium because of the elevation and where USA could be practicing there every single game and adjusting to the altitude
That would be smart.
change.
Because that's a huge advantage.
But I think that's maybe why FIFA Federation probably got rid of that stadium
But
because
the thing is,
of the elevation change. Because it would be an unfair advantage, and someone would find out about that.
well, the thing is though, you don't necessarily have to like if they just have the team playing anywhere in elevation, you could just go to any practice field, practice at elevation, and they would be dominant. But
Right.
yeah,
Um, and then the Raiders just got a brand new stadium that's like blacked out, like mirrors or something.
they call it the Death Star. I did
Is
get to.
that
I've
is
never.
that on the World Cup
I don't think
map?
so.
That
I don't
should have
think so.
been
It should
because
have been.
that's a brand new stadium, and I think it would have been
Also, yeah,
awesome.
I feel like the World Cup would have thrived in Vegas, but no, it's really cool though. You
Yeah,
drive
it
up.
would've.
I've never been in it, but I've driven past it. Like I've only been to Vegas like a couple times, but it really is incredible. When you drive up to it, it just looks like this hulking black. It looks like the Death Star. It's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
and then the weird sphere bubble dome thing is right there too, right? Like
Yeah, that's another. I'm dying to go see something in the Sphere. It looks so cool.
be freaky.
It
Yeah.
would be freaky, but I've heard incredible things. I don't know. People were telling me like,
I've seen pictures of like a golf course, like someone golfing because it's right there and you
yeah,
can see the sphere. And when someone's golfing, there's like a face, like an emoji
mhm,
face, and it like turns and watches you
yep,
hit, and it
yep,
like winks at you or
yep. Or
something
they
like
turn
that.
it into like the globe. That's the thing. It's like cool because it's different stuff from the inside. Obviously, like the outside can do different things and make it look like a ball. But like when you're inside, it's just unbelievable. It just feels like you're completely immersed. I think there was a video where like some dude was probably tripping on something, and he like
Oh, I
just
can
like
only
there's like
imagine.
a graphic where he's like he's vibing out, and all of a sudden there's a graphic that just like comes right into his face, and he just like literally falls back. Like, oh my, yeah, it was good. It's probably nuts.
But as far as stadiums, I know you already know which one I'm going to say is Monterrey in Mexico.
Yes,
Um,
that was the one I was referring
with the
to.
huge mountain in the background, and also right here, I don't think we talked about it last podcast, but this is a autographed Jose Maria Basanta jersey from
I like the
the
accent on that. You did that
the.
really, really well.
Do you know how many times I said that name?
Yeah. What
It's
did you
unbelievable.
get that from FIFA?
Jose Maria Basanta. No, I don't know. I don't know where I got it. I just started saying it in a weird, accent. But cool thing about this is I used to work at Nike, and um, I have a cousin, well, technically cousin-in-law now,
Hmm.
and they both lived in Mexico for a while, right in Monterey, and they came and visited us here in Connecticut. And Nike, I was at an outlet store, and they had this size 16 shoe. They always have like size 16, 17, 18. I saw a size 22 shoe. I could fit both my feet in it. It was crazy, just one
Yeah,
shoe.
Shaq
Um,
shoes.
so he needed shoes because he's size 16. He can never find them. So I got them like super cheap because no one's buying them. So they racked down the price to like maybe like $20. I got my employee discount. I think I got these shoes. They're like nice Nikes for like
$10.
10, $15 kind of thing.
That's awesome.
And he was so appreciative that he got me this autographed jersey coming back. And he knew that like I was I'm huge into soccer. So he knew that.
Yep.
and that was like just like a nice gesture, like thanks for finding me size 16 shoes for dirt
Yep.
cheap. Like,
Yep. Well, and again, I don't know how much we should talk about other people if they don't necessarily want to be talked about on this podcast,
yeah, that's why I haven't used any names or anything like
but
that.
really the my our cousin and her husband, when they were down there, they both work really cool jobs. I don't know. Maybe we should check with them if we can are able to talk about them a little bit.
Yeah,
But
without dropping names.
like technology industry, aerospace, um,
Just
high profile government positions, just really cool stuff. So like that, and they're like they had business down in Mexico. They're back in the States now. But
yeah, because I was in high school and I didn't know if I wanted to go off to college or anything like that. And they were down there and they were just like, if you wanted to come down here for 6 months, you can stay with us and
yep,
we can get you into a Monterey like practice like training thing, like a camp
that's so
kind of
cool.
thing.
No, they're the
And
best.
I wish I jumped
You
on it,
should have.
but I didn't know I was in high school. It kind of freaked me out, you know?
Yeah. Well, they're in I guess this isn't like giving too much away. If you know us, like you'll know who we're talking about, but if not, not a big deal. But they're in Washington DC now.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough last year I actually took a couple trips down to DC. Catch a couple games at the baseball park down there, see the Nationals play. Um Beautiful stadium, beautiful city. Best way to do it too is rent a scooter, rent a little like Lime scooter or whatever they're called down there.
Yeah.
Just zip around, see all the monuments. It's unbelievable. But on the tail end, when you're coming back up 95 north to get back to Connecticut,
Stop in Baltimore.
yeah, actually, it might even not be 95. The best way is not to go 95 from DC. But whatever. When you're coming back, stop in Baltimore, catch a game at Camden Yards. Unbelievable, unbelievable park. But my mom and I took a trip down there because like, I wanted to show her like that whole kind of loop and the experience, both the parks and stuff. We got to spend some time with our cousin and
Yeah.
uh, and her husband and their awesome kid, and they're just the best people, just unbelievable.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like this gesture just kind of explains it enough, like for them to do something like that. Yeah, let me try that because we got, I think, one more topic, and then I think we're gonna try and wrap it up. But I mean, this one topic could go for a long stint here. Um,
Oh yeah, it could. What else?
because yeah, we gotta go get some food soon.
Oh
But
yeah. Well, we're at 52 minutes, so honestly, this will be perfect. I think we're like right on par to probably
hour
keep the hour
15,
15 or whatever last one
give
was.
or take, and then eventually, yeah, like we are gonna get guests on here, which will probably prolong
Yep.
it'll probably be like pushing an hour and a half. We'll have an agenda. We'll be a little bit more organized.
Yep.
I mean, we're pretty organized now, but
Speaking of guests again as well, again, you heard his name last time. Shout him out, Trevor Sullivan, our cousin. Freaking
Diesel,
yep, T-Sol, Sully
Scully,
man,
Scully,
yep, Sully man.
Scully.
No, he's gonna be a regular guest on here, and he really helped us out with the first one too.
Wait, are you gonna try the new mine?
I will, yeah. Let
Okay.
me get through that one, and I'll crack one of yours. Um, But Trevor, the man, actually watched the whole first episode, gave us a ton of really good feedback. Some of it I wanted to wring your neck, but I do appreciate it nonetheless. I'm just salty and sensitive. But
Yeah,
no,
he's very critical.
yeah, very critical. No, but very good feedback. He did not like our word game last week.
And honestly, we didn't do a good job about
We
it,
didn't go.
but
It'll
also
be
like
back, but
it will be back, but not as often. I do have other games that we can play, and we'll kind of practice them so we have it
yeah,
down.
yeah.
But we'll get there.
No, we've had some really good ideas, so we're gonna do that. But no, he gave us some good critiques and just as far as just different talking points, things to keep in mind as far as not getting too wordy, not getting like annoying for the viewers, and also just even he kind of confirmed that it was way better like facing each other, just different formatting stuff, how to sound better.
Yeah.
Um, I've been talking directly into the microphone, so I hope this isn't too much. I hope this comes out a little bit better this time around, but that was one of his critiques as well. So
I also feel that like it should be a point where like you don't need the microphone right up on your face, and it could be back here and it'll still pick you up kind of thing.
I know I don't
But
know
like
why, because for some reason when you lean back, like in my because I have the headphones on, so like I can hear basically what's being picked up by both mics. Yours comes through perfectly solid when you lean back. If I lean back or face over here, it gets all freaking crazy. Like the only way I can actually hear my voice the same way I hear your voice is if I'm literally
Right.
making out with this
So
thing
then
in
when
front of
we're
me.
watching this and you take off the headphones for listeners, you're basically yelling into the mic, and I'm just talking.
Yep. Okay, hold on. So another point. This new bar opened up right next door to the pizza place that Austin and I work at in our hometown, uh, which has been which has been great. I don't know, it's been cool. But the point that I'm trying to make is they just officially put up their dartboards yesterday,
Yes, can't wait.
which is amazing
Because
because
yeah, we created a basement dart world in our downstairs basement at
oh
this
yeah,
house.
we used to light it up on Thursday
We played
nights, just
darts like
get all the boys over.
it was awesome. So now are trying to find a good dart bar, and there's none around. So now we finally have this one. So it's still a new bar, so it's not crowded,
Yeah.
and we're gonna be
Yeah,
playing
we
darts a
might have
lot.
to
But
join a league there, honestly, it'd be fun.
if he ever gets a league, that's the thing.
He says he wants to,
Yeah, but
but,
you can't have a
we'll
league with
see.
just two dartboards.
That's the other thing, I mean,
He
yeah,
needs
he's
to
gonna
have like
yeah,
six
yeah, he's gonna
in
have
order
to
to create a
figure
league.
that out, but no, that was the other point. I don't remember if we touched on that last week, but no, if you are not familiar with professional darts, it is worth at least 5 minutes of your time just doing a quick Google search, watch a couple of YouTube videos on some, like, championship, like, highlights.
The crowds get so into it, which is sweet.
That's the best part. I think that the crowd aspect is absolutely amazing. People, like, dress up like crazy.
But you also
They
have to kind of understand darts in order to get into it.
they get right. You do, but you get it quick, especially the way they play. It's easy to figure out, and, like,
Yeah,
once you do,
that's true.
you realize how unbelievably precise these players are, and it just makes it so much cooler. Like, it's really, really interesting to see, like, the
180.
180. But yes, that's the, thing. So, like, they start, like what is it? 500 and something. You start
505.
505. So each player starts with 505 points, and the goal of the game is to basically first to 0, but
You have to
you
double
have to
out
extinguish your points down to 0 exactly, and the only way to do that is to hit the double
the
for the
outer
point that
ring
you
of the
need,
dartboard.
which is the outer ring. And it's
So if you have 2 points, you have to hit the double one to end the
yep,
game.
it's unbelievable. But the most points you can extinguish in one throw is 180 points.
And
So that's
that's
why
three triple
3 triple
20s.
20s. So, like, think about how hard it is to hit the bullseye if you've ever played darts. Think about trying to hit the little inner ring of the 20 triangle there
Yeah,
3 times in a row. It's unbelievable. But, no, we're going back again. We went to the, World Series of Darts. They've been holding it at Madison Square Garden every year. Um,
it's a blast.
it's an absolute
We
blast. We're
went
going
as
back this year.
Mario Kart, Mario Party characters last year. I was Luigi. He was Mario.
Yep.
We had Toad.
We had Toad.
Uncle
We have
Dave. Shout
Waluigi.
out. We had
Yep.
Waluigi.
Oh, yeah.
We had
We had Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Yep, we had Yoshi. No, when we have more slots open, there's still a few characters to fill if anybody
Yeah, I want my
wants
wife to
to come
go.
in this
She's got
year.
to be
Yep.
one of like. I mean, she can be whatever she wants, but I think she should be like not Princess Peach. What's the other one? Princess Peach is blonde. The other princess that's
Oh,
brunette. I forget her name.
I can't think of it either. But
I never selected her anyway for Mario Kart, so I wouldn't know.
no, I'm thinking of Birdo though, the pink thing with the
Um,
like horn nose or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. She's crazy.
uh,
No, but yeah, no, we're going back again this year. Last year it was awesome. It was in the evening, the darts tournament. It coincided with a Yankee game at 1 o'clock, so it was a
oh yeah, when we
wild day
went
in
to
the
the
city.
Yankee game too, all dressed up, we got like special treatment. We
Oh
got to
yeah,
ride in the like all
they
the
moved.
workers would be like, you know what?
Yep,
Don't wait in this line. Come straight through.
there
You know
were no
what?
lines for the Mario
You guys
characters
are
that
leaving the
day.
game. Don't go down the stairs. Like we're gonna get you through the elevator as long as we can get a picture with you. And we're like, absolutely, that's fine.
Yep,
Like
yep.
it was
It
awesome.
was awesome. This year, Yankees are out of town, but the Mets have a game,
That
which
could be a
is
vibe.
yeah, which and actually it works out better because the Mets game is a little later. We had a little bit too much time in between the Yankees and the darts
Yeah, where we
tournament.
got to get a little too loosey goosey.
Yeah, it ended up being a little wild, but
But
this will be good.
speaking of MSG, that's where the
Oh
Big
yes,
East tournament is happening. And do you want to start this off since
yeah, I
you're
might
the
as well. I got the Johnny's hat on already, so oh, that's what I was gonna do. Oh, take it easy over there. No, actually, that's funny. It's funny because I already named this episode, but I have wanted to name this episode. I was thinking about this on the way home. Like here comes Johnny's, because yeah, St. John's won their consecutive regular season Big East title. Um, Pretty wild fashion, honestly. They battled out, pulled off a win off Seton Hall to win their last regular season game. Guaranteed them a at least a share for the regular season title,
yeah,
and then in shocking fashion, UConn actually dropped to Marquette, um,
who won
which is
6
unbelievable.
games.
Which puts them solidly in second place, puts St. John's solidly in first place.
Yeah,
St. John's first seed in the Big East tournament, UConn second seed. It's going
which
to be
is
a
fine
battle.
though because they needed a solid team to perform on the better half of the bracket. So like number 2 is going to face the harder teams. So if St. John's was there, there is always a chance that they could lose against those better teams. Where now they have like a smooth coast to first to the championship. I think
Yeah,
because I mean I still think that UConn is a better team based on how at MSG St. John's won by 8, 10. I'll give them 13.
I will come back at you on this, but yeah, go
Where
ahead.
at at XL
Hmm.
in Hartford they won by 32,
Hmm.
and it was just that like that point margin
The respective
home and
wins and the
away.
point margins definitely favor on paper favor UConn. I will fight back you on the with you on this because again, we both went to the St. John's UConn game in Hartford, and we got to witness that epic loss by St. John's, which was we had
It
a
was
great
historic. I think that was a historic loss by St.
we
John's.
it was that doesn't happen. So that's my
Right.
thing.
It was a fluke thing.
So first point is there's a fluke game. Second point is if you look at home field advantages for both of those games, obviously St. John's is packing the house in the Garden. It's going to be nuts. But UConn showed up for that game in the Garden too. It was the most frustrating thing for me was seeing all of the posts and headlines saying, "Oh yeah, Madison Square Garden is stores south for UConn." Basically, it's another home game, and they're not wrong. Um, oh, we got dogs.
Yeah, hold on. Let me shut this
Yeah, he's
door.
doing it. But
Can you shut that? No, shut it.
please shut it.
He's not gonna want to stay.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll figure it out. But
Sorry, no, our door just opened
yeah,
up, and
we got
we
dogs.
got
We got
yeah, we got
dogs.
5 dogs here right now.
But yeah, no.
4
So
dogs,
so
and
the home game for St. John's though had a heavy presence of UConn based on the being and at that game in Hartford. There were, aside from me, maybe a dozen St. John's fans. There was no St. John's fans in attendance at that game. I think
I'm gonna
I
go to the
think that
bathroom
makes a
real quick. I'll be
huge
right back.
deal.
Talk to them about
Oh,
this
you
issue.
see, I have to go to the bathroom too. You're gonna leave me alone with these people? Um, but no, I really feel like that makes a huge difference. I think like the vibe of the crowds, and even though it was a much tighter game, I think that the balance of the fan base in each was definitely worth noting. But no, I'm excited to see how the tournament plays out. We'll see. And again, honestly, I mean, kind of the narrative has been that UConn and St. John's are kind of alone in the Big East, and you might be able to argue that yeah, Villanova's kind of up there with them. They're just kind of riding the coattails there, and then it's everybody else. Um, Once the tournament play starts, single elimination, anything can happen. Um, Anybody can take anybody out. And again, we were talking about different rivalries and stuff like that before. there's a very real possibility that St. John's ends up facing Providence in the first game they have to play, and that's going to be a doozy. Obviously, St. John's lost their first game of conference play to Providence. The second game was completely heated. There was that ejection, the big fight, stuff like that. They're Providence will come out swinging. Um, yeah, it's gonna be absolutely heated. And then on that note, I am also gonna go run to the bathroom
All
because
right.
I have to relieve myself. But before I do though, I'll get you set up on something, so I'm not just leaving you here
No, I
sitting.
think I'll be okay.
What are you gonna talk about?
I'll talk about UConn.
You're gonna talk about UConn, okay?
Yeah, I think I could hear you.
What else? What else? What if you run out of things to say after UConn?
Start making fun of you or something.
All right, if you run out of things to talk about after UConn, start talking about aliens because I feel like that would be a great way to end this one.
We'll see. We will. Yeah, no. So with the loss to Marquette, saw that Dan Hurley got ejected. Technical foul. First off, now that he's out of the room, whatever he said about St. John's, whatever he was talking about, all lies. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. Um, UConn's clearly the better team, but no. So yeah, it was really upsetting watching that Marquette game because honestly, uh, we were not hitting our shots. Caravan, Ball, like were just terrible, and that doesn't happen. Terrace Reed was doing well. He was doing his part. Mullins missing all threes, like just I think 0 for 6 to start the game or something like that. It was crazy. It was not the UConn team that we expected. And then also on top of that, I think Marquette came out was like, you know what, we are going to ruin their like chances to win, and I think that they played a hard game. Um, and I was talking to Duke, my buddy Duke, who's a huge UConn fan as well. He's also the Manchester United fan. He was saying that there was no reason for Dan Hurley to get into that fight, argument, get ejected because honestly, um, it's not his. It's not the ref's fault that Caravan and Ball could not hit a shot, or that um, Demery Silas could not hit that last shot. I think it was him going up, but like I didn't see a foul. I think that it was honestly just like I think Dan Hurley was just pissed off, and I think he's really got to control that in certain circumstances. Like he should not be ejected out of that game. He should not be fined. Um, I mean, he should be fined for doing what he
Yeah,
did.
but 25K too.
Yeah, and
Jeez,
there
man.
was no reason for it. Is what I was talking to the viewers. Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason for him to get ejected out of the game with 3 seconds left, 4 seconds left in the game. You lost the game. Why are you
Well,
doing that?
that's my that was always my favorite thing, and I feel like I heard this multiple times coming up in sports when obviously officiating can be so frustrating, especially when you're playing sports. I get very frustrated with officiating watching
Absolutely.
football, especially the Browns because I feel like it's always against them. But
Well,
again,
that's because it's the Browns.
going back to it is the best saying or advice that I ever had with that is if it's coming down where it's that close and you have to worry about the officiating, go a little harder in training next time. It's not
Ab-
just officiating. You
absolutely.
shouldn't be worrying about that. But
Well, in that, and me being a coach, that's what I try and tell the kids. Like, you guys do not talk to the refs. I don't care if you're the captain. You don't do it. You come to me first. I will talk to the ref if I need
yep,
to. Let me get in trouble because if you get a red
it's
card
better to have you
on the
get a red
field,
card than your
rather me,
players.
yeah, than
Yes.
my players, and then we're playing a man down. Where like they can still finish the game without a coach. So it's one of those things. Like as players, I try to instill it in them. Like never talk to the refs. The
Yep.
only person that can is the captain, but I honestly want the captain to come to me first.
Yep.
Boy, the meatloaf is ready.
Ma, the meatloaf. We want it.
Yep. Meatloaf.
Yeah. But no, it is interesting. I didn't realize, speaking of that, using the restroom, I didn't realize we were being live streamed right downstairs. That's kind of crazy. But
Yeah.
Yep. So we got that. We will be wrapping this up shortly. Another thing is too, again with that last little break, I think we did pretty good holding it down solo, honestly. But it would be interesting. That's another thing we got to work out. See if we can like pause
Yeah, I
and
think
come
that's going to be a
back.
huge thing. And once we
So we'll
get more
figure that out.
familiarized with this StreamYard, I think there is going to be a way where we can pause it, definitely, and go forward and take a
Yeah.
quick little break if we need to. But overall, I think we covered a lot. I think we got off track, which was really cool. We just started vibing and getting into it and talking. Um,
Let's see here.
Pred-
Hold on. Oh no, go ahead.
predictions for the Big East tournament. You think it's going to be UConn St. John's in the championship?
So when you were out, that's kind of what I was touching upon. Is obviously St. John's and UConn are 1-2 punch, followed closely by Villanova maybe on the coattails, and then it's everybody else. But again, once you get into that single elimination knockout, it's anybody's game.
Yeah.
I brought up Providence. I think Providence is going to be a problem.
I came in at the tail end and
Yep.
talking about that. Yeah.
But hey, honestly, as a St. John's fan, as somebody who grew up in Connecticut, I would love to see a St. John's UConn final, and
That'd be fun. Really
obviously,
determine who's the better team out of the two games because they
100%.
split the
Yep.
regular season
Yep,
1-1.
would love to be able to get that third game as a tiebreaker. But again, as a St. John's fan, I'm going St. John's for the
Yeah,
win for a
makes sense.
second consecutive. And then yeah, hopefully we can make it a little further in the tournament this year. But
Yeah, and
Um,
then also March Madness is coming up, so hopefully we can get the live stream going here. Like
yeah,
a live,
Trevor, I'm coming for you.
we'll be watching games and we can
Definitely.
be on talking about
That'll
the games
be
while we're
that'll
watching.
be a great opportunity to get one of those in. And again, as we dial in the technology here, we'll be able to do that. Real quick though, again, we're wrapping this up in the next few minutes, but
So you said
it'll be natural. Naturally, we're easing into it here. I have to bring back up the Supernaut, the New England Supernaut India Pale Ale. Honestly, it grew on me. It just kind of caught me off guard after finishing a headway counterweight. This has a lot more body in it, believe it or not, even though it's less alcohol content. But really, really good, really great flavor. I'm pretty happy with this. I'd probably get this again. I'm excited to get to that brewery in Brantford too, and actually like try these on draft and just see if they've changed anything up or what's going on there. But oh, look at you.
yeah, I'm taking it out. I think the arm's going.
Oh, yep. And that might be the
The last of you see of this thing.
no. Well, we'll get that fixed. I have a bunch
There
of
we go.
super glue, but that yeah. Well, no. All right. So we got a few more minutes.
I
You're
kind of
all
like
right.
the mic. I
Yeah,
kind of
you
like holding
just
it.
hold
It's
it,
not
all
that bad. A little bit.
all right, I
I
like
don't
it.
like. I don't like this huge thing in my face. I don't know.
No,
Kind of like this.
We'll get that fixed up again. But yeah. What else? Oh, so also as we're doing this, I'm going to crack yours and give you some
Yeah,
feedback. What are they yelling about downstairs?
they're yelling at meatloaf. They want to eat. So we're
Yeah,
holding
they
up
wanna
my
eat.
wife and our mom.
Well, maybe that's
yeah,
maybe
pour
that's
it and we can wrap
the
this
sign.
up.
Yeah, no, we did good. What is it? What are we at here? Is that an hour 13 minutes?
Yeah,
So
makes
two
sense.
2 minutes shy of the last one. Looks like an hour and 15 or so is about our going rate here.
All right, take a sip.
All right. Here, cheers.
Alrighty, guys.
2 in the books, baby.
Thanks for tuning in to the Bad and Awful Family Podcast, and we'll see you guys next week.
Oh dear sweet baby Jesus. All right. Till next one, guys.
See you guys next time.